Hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome to today's messages. And if you saw yesterday's message, there was a hiding charm, and it is a crown. Okay. A crown meant to be yours. Okay. Let's tune in. Beautiful. Yes. Let's do it. Let's see what's up for us today. What energies are we tapping into? What messages are for us? This one, the willingness. Beautiful. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. Beautiful. And this is the thing with partnerships, with collaborations, with other people. It is a collaboration. It is, I knew people who thought collaboration meant, or compromise, sorry, meant to just do whatever they want to do. That's what they thought compromise meant. Yeah, you compromise and just do everything that I want to do. Okay, but that's not actually the way it is. Okay, it's about mutual beneficialness, right? It's like two people meeting halfway. They are both extending equal amount, and it doesn't have to be like for like. We're speaking about energetic exchange, right? So, you do the driving, the other person pays for the food, right? Or something like that. Okay, you are able, through your willingness, to compromise if the end result is love, because you're choosing the love in everything that you do. You recognize the power of love, okay? And so are recognizing your own capacity for love and power. Because when you have love within your heart, you are powerful, especially when you are working towards love, with love, because of love. Look at the interbeingness. Beautiful. And number 15, the willingness to recognize, because it's about the bigger picture, right? You are able to compromise if the end result is love. Your willingness, because you are seeing the big picture, and the big picture is love, and everybody lifting. Everybody lifting in the love sauce. On the love train. On the way to love. What is that guy? Okay. We've got liberation. Beautiful. The act of liberating self is the willingness to compromise right? You can have an idea to make a movie, but you understand that to make a movie requires many 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 people, okay? And so the sum becomes more than its parts because it's a collaboration, a combination that cannot be without. It's like the Entourage Effect, okay? When you're dealing with terpenes, look them up if you don't know what a terpene is. Or I could tell you if I can remember. It is a flavor chemical, I guess. So, like the lemon oils in lemon is a terpene called limonene or limonene, something like that. And so it's like a flavor, but it's also medicinal. And the thing with terpenes is that they create an entourage effect. They create when a few terpenes get together, or specific terpenes combine, they create something powerful that cannot be created, an individual that cannot exist without all aspects. Okay, so there's something about that and the interbeingness. Okay, what else we got? We got surrender. Okay, surrender to your heart, to your truth, to your inner, to your process, to your unfolding, to your expansion, to your gorgeousness. Because it's your blueprint, okay? And your awareness. And your awareness. How could I not notice that these symbols were different? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, but we've got your blueprint, okay? This is your recognition and acknowledgement and ownership of the fact that you chose to be here at this time to strip away all the conditioned and learned programs that disempower and to uncover the truth, excavate and illuminate from within, liberating yourself through your awareness of your gorgeousness, okay? Of your royalty. Although I threw it back into the charm bin. Okay. And this is the one affecting the many. Okay, so yesterday's reading, one of the songs that came up was Rise Up. Rise up, rise up. And I couldn't remember the rest of the lyrics. Well, the rest of the lyrics are rise into your power. Okay. It was kind of amazing as a follow-up when I was looking it up after the reading, because we had so many lions in the reading. And it's that sun power, right? And so what I was getting was the lion is often representative of the sun, right? And there was something about, oh yeah, there were some Freudian slips that were happening. And one of them was the lion is respected by many, but intimately known by few. And I said, the lion is reflected by many instead of respected. And it got me thinking about this interbeingness, right? How we are all pieces of the whole, right? Of source. We are like this flame within. It's like a piece of the sun, right? So the lion is reflected by everyone. The sun is reflected by everyone. We are the sun. We are the sun. We all have a piece of the whole within. Okay, this fire that you tend to inside is your internal flame. Beautiful. That you use to burn away. Okay, this is the purging and catharsis through purging, releasing, burning. Yes. The purging of Thesis. It's also a male potent energy. I'm really getting the things that you overcome, release, cleanse with your internal flame. It is energetically creating a system that others can then utilize. It's like creating a program for healing. And then now that that program is created, you can share it with others who can then utilize it. Something like that. Okay. There's a lot of, whoa. Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. New things being spoken into being, and offers and ideas and things materializing, manifesting, coming into being. Okay, whoa, guys. We've got a Tower and a Two of Cups, okay, and I feel like this Tower is love. Okay, it's a love tower because you are willing to compromise if the end result is love, right? A compromise is finding a sweet spot in the center, and we do it for love. We do it for love. Okay. So we got the Two of Cups and the Tower coming out. Liberate yourself, come on, and surrender as the things burn away. This balance. I love this too, because it's like this love, this union creates a tear in the old framework. So I was trying to figure out, what is this, right? Because the cards have been revised, and they all have their own unique patterns, residuals, scars, left when the old illusion was stripped away. And I was trying to understand, okay, well, what do these marks now represent? What is this transformation? Because the cards themselves have also evolved in their meaning. As we do, so do our ability to interpret and to receive, right? And it's almost like being able to see through the veil and coexisting between either side of the veil. So, one of the towers is this veil, this pulling away of this plastic covering to reveal the truth. And the truth looks very similar to the illusion, right? But it is more authentic somehow. Okay, so if this mist, this lay, is representative of the veil, then this love is ripping holes through it. Okay? Yes. Creating a tower, shaking the very fabric of reality. Because look, the people who are still shrouded, is there another word for shroud? Covered, still walking around with their plastic layer. Okay, so I feel like you're gonna cause a lot of towers in people's lives with whatever this partnership is here, okay? People for you, people celebrating you, people aghast, people like, what the heck? Okay, because look, this is the tending of your spiritual garden, and look how much. There's barely any here. Because you are outside of the veil or inside of the veil. It depends. The veil is not a solid strip. It's not like a wall that you can walk through, invisible, but it is. It makes me think of a web. Actually, okay, so this web that has been blocking the middle of my garden, found it out there, was like, okay, this can't be, but I'll leave you for 24 hours, right? Because the web was so beautiful. And the next day, she was just eating a huge meal she had caught. And so I'm like, this is the perfect time. I'm going to move her web. So I tried to move it slightly over. And it wasn't as successful, but it's okay. She's got a full meal. She's full. She can make her new web, right? So she makes her new web, and it's almost in the exact same spot, but it is slightly over a bit more so that I can actually duck under it. And I was doing that, trying to water my garden, not disturbing this beautiful web, but I nicked a part of it. And so I was able to catch that, like the anchor line, and reattach it. And anyways, and then last night when I was letting out the cats, I noticed that she was out in her web, and I was like, oh, okay, good. It survived, right? And then when I went out this morning to check out on her and her web, gone. No remnants. She literally packed up her whole web. And I was looking for her and I found her. She was curled up, having a nap under a leaf. And I don't know, that she felt like a protector. The web felt very protective. It felt like a shield. And now it's gone. So it was like extra protection for those few days. So like, I don't know, this web of protection. Okay. But this is what this makes me think of, these invisible veils, invisible webs. Okay. What do we got here? The Four of Cups. I was seeing it in my mind's eye because we were talking about introspection and being able to see the bigger picture, right? You are able to compromise if the end result is love. You are able to see that the end result is love by your introspection, through your introspection, your ability to see things from a different perspective, right? Just like I can see this giant bird with the lingering plastic that's on here. See the head there? Right there. So, and the veil, right? The other thing, oh, interesting, because we've kind of got this little triangle space between, I guess, the talon and the tail of clarity, right where you're looking through. So it's like this awareness of the veil, right? Of the physical world that we need to exist in while also being multidimensional beings, right? Okay. So, what about that? Causing rips in the space-time continuum with your gorgeousness. Okay. Okay. Look at this one. This one ripped too. That one pulled right off, and I was like, ah! But this veil here, it's like this impenetrable force that you have to walk through, right? It's in front of it's like facading this inner sanctum. And these people are like, am I going in or am I going out? Also, I want to say being able to see through the veil, you're seeing things beyond what most other people can see. So maybe, you know, people don't actually see a building full of warmth and light until they have developed a certain level of connection and ability to see. I don't know, something about that. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles. This is waiting for your harvest to grow. This is like the shepherd who protects the flock from the wolf. Okay, but your protection is through your connection. Gorgeous. And you developed or are in various stages of developing your sense of worthiness through your connection. And you are able to see past other people's projections of unworthiness, right? The ones who don't get it. A person's inability to recognize your magic does not make it any less real. And so your ability to distinguish, determine, discern who is able to see. Even though someone else's projections no longer have the same amount of weight that they used to, we don't need to expose ourselves to naysayers, really. Because the Ten of Cups is gorgeous and meant to be yours, okay? You're meant to be overflowing in all of your dimensions, in all of your cups, on all of your levels. And I'm getting, look at this. It's like twin marks here. So it's like, this is how you get here or something. Okay. Oh, not everybody gets to play with you in this dimension because not everybody can get there. Not everybody's there, right? Just like this overlay, you're standing there going, look at this beautiful building full of light and gorgeousness and love. And people are like, what are you talking about? It's an empty building. There's nothing. And you're like, no, I can feel it. And they're like, you're crazy. There's nothing there. I can't see it, so it can't be real. You're delulu or whatever, right? And you're like, okay, well, I'm going to go in and be in this gorgeous love hall. Okay. They're like, you're crazy. And you're like, if this is crazy, then sign me up, right? Okay. Weird readings so far. But your justice is to start fresh and new in faith and gorgeousness and love. Who else is coming out? Okay, your emotional regularity. Okay. This maintenance of your internal regulation. Learning how to listen to your heart. That has been your work. Okay, and I feel like your ability to discern the people who are for you. Because, like, look at this one. I'm just noticing because this person ripped. So it's like, And look, they've got this spiral over their head. And it's like not everybody coming to celebrate you are actually celebrating you. Some of them are coming just to see if they can poke any holes in your foundation, to test to see if you really are, if you really have done the work, if you really are able to make magic or sense their inauthenticity. But this is the thing, right? Even when you know, even when you're aware that someone is being deceitful, that someone is not, someone is facading or placating, there's like this desire to face it, to see it with your own eyes now that you can. And it's not about letting them get away with it. It's about reestablishing a firm ability to recognize, to see it, to see it. Okay. There's a spark of inspiration. Those are the things that you are moving on. This is a fire you are lighting through your example in other people's worlds. This is why they just as much want to burn you down as they do want to celebrate you, because you're succeeding in areas they spent their lives telling them was impossible. People don't want to know that. They don't want to see that. They don't want to know it's true, okay? They just want to find reassurance that the choices they made were the right ones. And this is the thing, there are no wrong choices. We all choose our steps according to our divine blueprint, right? Okay, so we got love coming in quickly, and it's gonna change the world. It's the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, and the Lovers. I mean, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I feel like this is love coming in. Okay, we've got the Tower coming in with the Two of Cups, and then this combination. Okay, and your work and your regulation and your worthiness and your tending and your ability to self-reflect. The people who are becoming more visibly obvious, you're able to recognize, like this one has spots, this one has a little swirling vortex over their head and some sort of missing piece, right? They are more able. This one here looks like they're swinging back to take a hit, right? To take a swipe. This one here is, I don't know. This one could be celebrating. This one could be celebrating. We don't know, right? But you do now. You are able to tell, to see. You can feel the spark. Like, look, we've got this veil here, and the spark is like lighting it on fire, and this is all clear. Okay. So there's stuff like that going on. I don't. I just. I could say. I don't. Okay. When I start speaking in another language, it's because I don't know what the heck is going on. Okay, one more card here. On this liberate yourself. Come on, do. Oh, it's passion. Okay, beautiful. As a, and look here, this horse, this passionate knight is jumping from beyond the veil. Okay, moving towards fire. Look at all this fire here. Moving passionately towards things that spark your passion, your desire, your gorgeousness. Okay, this is the power of love. I'm also getting celebrate yourself. Come on, dude. This is kind of crazy. Okay, but what was I thinking? Lost it. Wasn't meant to be. Oh yeah, shattering people's perspectives and what is it called when you expectations. You know, like if say you're the person that people use as a um, reflective tool for their own where they're at, right? So like an example, say you um you know don't live a conventional life, right? And someone who does, when they check in on you and see that you're struggling and that you um are alone, or they put all these comparison um checks upon you. And when they start to feel a little hollow or um, deflated or depleted in any of their dimensions, they pop over to yours as a way of boosting themselves up, right? Like, oh, well, I've got a I've got a husband, I've got a house, I've got a car, I've got a 9 to 5 job. I go for bikini waxes. I don't know what people do. But there is this that comparison thing, right? Okay, so when you suddenly change your baseline, a baseline that other people have projected upon you, it causes towers in them because of what I said before, right? You proving that something they believed and told themselves their whole life couldn't be done, it shatters their illusion. Shatters the illusions of love. And now tell me, is it over now? Do you know how to pick up the pieces and go home? Okay. A little Stevie Nicks there. Was that Stevie Nicks? Okay. Last card. Going over here. What is it? It's the Two of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like this is the willingness to compromise if the end result is love. Okay. This is the combination when two worlds collide, come together. There is a recombobulating that creates something gorgeous that couldn't exist without the two. This is the beauty of collaboration, right? That whole bit about making a movie and things being coming more than the sum of its parts. Yes. Something gorgeous. Okay. Is it fairy time? Did we do a fairy last time? Why are there so many cards? What time is it? Oh my goodness. I don't even know what we're talking about. Okay, all this passion and flame, this catharsis through purging, but this is your own internal fire. We were talking about this building and being able to see the light and move towards it and walk away from those who try to convince you that what you see isn't there because they can't see it. That also came up, right? This is about something gorgeous that is coming from the work that you have done. And we've got He of the Fiery Sword coming out. A number 44. Okay, I didn't mean to keep linking it to last reading, but that just did. Okay, because we had the 444 coming out for us. Was that yesterday's reading? I don't know. They all are crazy. Okay. The active principle. Ooh, I love this because this is the male potent energy. Spiritual will, justice, and protection. Gorgeous. Okay. He of the fiery sword is the primary manifestation of the yang principle: action, will, movement, force, and fire. Ooh. We see him in many ways, each one an aspect of his total being. All of the great gods and protectors are aspects of this power. The fiery sword is the archetype of all magical and mundane swords, and written upon the blade are the words, "Draw me not without cause, nor return me without honor." A member of the Oracle group notes, his fiery sword illuminates truth and dispels not truth. We can call upon the master of the fiery sword when we have difficult things to do, when we need to take action that is going to require much of us, both in will and in compassion. Another of the Oracle group reminds us, he will do what needs to be done with love. Beautiful, because literally that's what the willingness card is saying, right? When looking at this card, my neighbor saw it not as a sword, but as a feather of light. He saw it as a symbol of the ability to fly, to rise above things. An oracle member saw it as someone reaching up, ascending, surrounded by multiple reflections and filled with light and power. Okay, so that made me think of the feather that Dumbo holds. The magic feather, right? That his buddy gives him. Actually, it's the buddy and the ravens. They come up with the plan. And they tell Dumbo that as long as he's holding this magic feather, then he can fly. And sure enough, as he's holding it, he's flying. But then there is a situation, and he is put at the very tippy top of the underside of the tent and made to jump off this platform. And as he's falling or jumping, the feather slips out of his trunk. And immediately he's like, oh crap, right? Now I can't fly because I lost the feather. So his friend has to run down his trunk and be like, dude, The feather wasn't real. It's all you. It's been you this whole time. You don't need the feather. You can fly, right? And last minute, he opens up his wings or his ears and flies. Okay, so there's the part. I've got some goosebumps there. So I feel like this is directed to your liberation, right? This recognition of your own ability to fly. Okay, that all came from that. Okay. The presence of the fiery sword's master in a reading can indicate that there is or there is need for clear and focused will and a determination to carry through on decisions, even if much effort is required. Or he can tell us that such will and strength is present in regard to the issue under consideration. We need to consider how he is expressing his will and strength and how that expression may be enhanced or improved. It is the singer's energy that enables us to burst the bonds of an outgrown way of being and moved on to the next level. He indicates that this is a time to take action based on clear spiritual will. His presence indicates strength and great potential for good. It also reminds us that if we call upon him, we will receive assistance. The presence of this card in a reading radiates strength and willpower to the cards around it. Okay, so this is very much empowering this passion. And cleansing fire. The purging through catharsis. I don't know where this goes. It's the tower. Look at this. Oh, you know what's making me think of? The dark crystal, when the Skeksis and the mystics recombine, become whole. It tears down this shell that was around the castle, revealing this beautiful, light, crystalline structure. This catharsis and purging, this is what's happening to the physical. It is a reboot, was what I just heard. So let the things fall away. All of the things that want to. If you see something falling away, let it fall away. If you lose that favorite ring, trust that it was time, right? It was time. And hopefully it will positively affect someone else. Okay. Okay. That's what I got for you. Let's get a couple angel messages here. Like that one. What you got? Take a break at midday to review where you are going. Okay, midday check-in. So that's it. That's what I got for you. That's today's messages. Brought to you by Harmony. Okay, beautiful. That's what's coming in. That's the resonant frequency that you are locking into. And through this harmony is the teardown, the reveal, right? That was part of the dark crystal. The moment of the convergence, all things started to fall away. Oh, wow. Okay, yes. The wheel turns in your favor and you celebrate gorgeously. Look at this confirmation. Because of all that, right? Yes, celebration time. What up? It's a celebration. Okay, so hopefully something in there resonated for you. Let's just take a couple of charms and see. We've got the Hecate Liminal Space Guide. Okay, this is part of this transition, this movement, this rearranging that takes time, right? Pentacles, slowest moving energy. This is why we don't rush, we trust, we allow, and we be gorgeous. Okay, we've got the pineapple of abundance here, the golden pineapple. This is the result, will be the result, is the result of your work and your ability to remain focused upon it. We've got luck coming out of this tower here, and the fae, the fairies, and your wisdom. Okay, the subtle realms will help you when it comes to the people in and out of your life. Your wisdom, yes, being able to recognize. We've got the monstera leaf of abundance. Okay, this is gorgeous. And around this crackle quartz, you know what they do with the crackle quartz? I see a stag. See a stag in there, but they intentionally shatter it. Okay, and it multiplies its capacity to hold light and rainbows. And I identify with that. Okay. But it's something about your abundance coming through your healing process and your ability to shine. This is like that Oshinko, not the Oshinko, what is it called? Kintsugi. Kintsugi. Something becoming more beautiful and unique than it was after it shattered and was healed. Okay, what do we got here? Holding your faith like Jesus. Okay, yes, no matter what is happening on the outside, right? No matter people are hammering him to a cross, he still held his faith, his truth, right? And we've got the lion coming out, okay, to remind us of all this gorgeous lion energy. This is your passion. This is your purpose. This is your gorgeousness, to act upon your passion. Your passions. Anybody else hiding? Okay. Okay, gorgeous? Yes. Yes, gorgeous. Gorgeousness. There it is. I don't even know what was going on. This reading felt weird. Do they all kind of? Okay. But this is it. This is today. Okay. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Recognize and surrender. Liberate. Be aware. And be gorgeous. Love you and hope to see you next time. Bye for now.